Hello, wonderful people. How are you doing today? I'm sure you're fine. You're welcome back to Health Conference YouTube channel with Miss Mary Michael. So today, I'm really glad we've got something quite interesting to talk about, and that is carbon monoxide poisoning. So carbon monoxide poisoning has caused a lot of casualties in our time, and I think we just need to know what this really is and how it affects the body, and also how we can prevent it from ever occurring. Okay, let's get in now. So, what is carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless, and even tasteless gas that is poisonous when inhaled into the body at a dangerous level. Okay, so what are the sources? Where can we find carbon monoxide? What are the sources of this carbon monoxide? This gas is released during combustion, that's during a burning process, especially in the absence of sufficient oxygen in an enclosed area where the burning takes place. Then you're sure to have carbon monoxide emitted. So it is one of the gases that is passed when fuel is burnt. Yes, that's carbon monoxide. So you could have it from your from the tailgate of your cars, from the exhaust, of course. You can have it from the generator, from so many sources. Okay, so now when do you say carbon monoxide poisoning occurs? What is carbon monoxide poisoning? It is an accumulation of carbon monoxide in the bloodstream at a dangerous level. Yeah, that is when you say carbon monoxide poisoning has taken place. Okay, let's get further in knowing what carbon monoxide poisoning is. Now, what are those indicators of carbon monoxide poisoning? We are talking about, by indicators, we mean the signs and symptoms. You talk about dull headache, you talk about dizziness, you talk about nausea and vomiting. The stomach gets upset when carbon monoxide has been inhaled at a dangerous level, at a dangerous amount. You talk about blurred vision, you talk about loss of consciousness, there could be fainting, and so many problems, so many things could just occur when there's carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay, so now, what are the causes of carbon monoxide poisoning? We mentioned that carbon monoxide is present when a fuel is being burnt, especially in an enclosed area where there's insufficient oxygen. So now, the inhalation of this gas, the accumulation of this gas in the bloodstream, of course, through inhalation, is what causes this poisoning. So you could have different sources of this gas from your generator, yes, from your car, from your gas, from your gas cooker, from your heaters. Now the inhalation of this gas is what causes the poisoning. That's when there's an intoxication and then so many problems come up. Okay, now so who is at risk for carbon monoxide poisoning? Everyone is at risk. Everyone is at risk, though it affects more of the unborn, and then children, infants, unborn infants, and the elderly, and also those that are already suffering from primary conditions. Now I'll talk about the infants, the unborn. A pregnant woman who is exposed to carbon monoxide, a high accumulation of carbon monoxide in the bloodstream can have miscarriage, can miscarry a baby, can miscarry a fetus, because fetal blood cells pick up carbon monoxide more than others. Fetal blood cells pick them up more. Now for children, of course, children inspire more. Children respire more often than adults. Yes, they take their breath cycle is more than that of adults. So the more often you breathe, the more of carbon monoxide you inhale. So these people are at more risk for carbon monoxide poisoning. And then you talk about the elderly. These are people with already degenerated organs, and so the slightest exposure to carbon monoxide could result in so many problems, so many complications. And then you talk about those with, for example, chronic heart disease. These people already have had their organ, the heart, looking at it now, already depressed, already suppressed. So the slightest exposure to this could just cause organ death. Okay, now so let's look at those complications, the dangers associated with carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, why is it a concern? Why do we need to talk about it? We're not talking about it because it's something that's been happening, but because of why it needs to be addressed is because of the complications it results in. Okay, now it can cause irreversible brain damage, like permanent brain damage, and You know what happens? Carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay, I said carbon monoxide is an odorless gas. So even before you realize that there's something going wrong, you would already feel this way. You already have the symptoms already manifesting. Your body has already been intoxicated. You've already been intoxicated by carbon monoxide because you can't perceive it, you wouldn't know what's wrong, and before you knew it. So people sleep and then don't wake up because of carbon monoxide poisoning. Because you can't perceive it, it doesn't wake you up. People sleep and then are normal, just go that way. They die because of how subtle this gas is. So irreversible brain damage, it can cause tissue death, it can cause organ death, because what it means is that your body has been accumulated with carbon monoxide. Now only oxygen is the nutritious gas, is the gas our body needs, oxygen. And in the absence of oxygen, trust me, carbon monoxide picks up. Okay, well, how does this happen? Let's just go there. Okay, so this gas binds to hemoglobin. Normally, oxygen is supposed to be the gas to bind to our hemoglobin. That's the substance in the molecule in our blood cells to supply the nutrients to be nutritious to the organs and tissues. But carbon monoxide binds to hemoglobin over 200 times more than oxygen does. So in the presence of this, in a concentrated situation of carbon monoxide, the hemoglobin picks up this gas, and in the absence of oxygen, the body cannot survive. So picking up this gas, man, it causes all those problems to the body. The brain on its own cannot survive longer than 4 minutes without oxygen. So you see how irreversible brain damage can come about. You see how tissue death can result in, because there's no nutrients, there's no oxygen for the body. So it can cause all of these problems. It can result in death. It is deadly. Okay, now, so what do you do as one who is in position to help a victim? What do you do? Now you have the victim in the house. First thing is try to stop the danger. Try to off the source. If you could identify the source, try to off the switch, and then get the victim out of the danger. Get the victim out of the danger zone. Now if it's in a house, of course this gas is lighter than air, so you expect it to go up while air sinks. So it is better you go in crawling, and then your nose and mouth well covered with a handkerchief, and then go in, take the victim out. And after this, you need to notify your local gas safety authority. You need to notify that's department, the fire department. You just need to call maybe 911 or however you can contact them, notify them. Okay, now let's talk about how we can prevent this whole thing from happening. How can you prevent it? Okay, so we have certain strategies, certain things we could do to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning. Simple things could just keep this problem away, because this is deadly. This is deadly. An American tennis player, Vitas Gurilatis, died from carbon monoxide poisoning. His cottage in Long Island, New York, was filled up with carbon monoxide from a fault on his heater, his swimming pool heater. He died in 1994. He died. So this is deadly. This can kill. It has been killing, and preventing it is just the best way. Okay, the first thing to do is, okay, so now number one thing is install carbon monoxide detectors. Now you need to put these detectors in the hallway close to sleeping areas, wherever you could have people sleep in. You need to fix these detectors near, and then try to change the batteries at least twice in a year. And when this sounds an alarm, what you do, it means it has detected the presence of carbon monoxide. So what you do is step out, notify your local gas safety authority. Yes, you have to notify them whenever an alarm blows. So now you also need to know that these gas detectors, these carbon monoxide detectors, are available to motorhomes, boat homes. So those who stay in vans, those who stay in boats, you can also get this installed in your home. Okay, so number two, please do not stay in your garage closed. Do not stay locked up in your garage starting your car. Open the garage door before starting your car. so you don't get the whole place filled up with carbon monoxide and then you breathe in and something else happens. Open the garage door before starting your car, and also use gas appliances as recommended, only as recommended. Do not try to invent something, do not try to discover something and experiment. Don't try to heat up your room just because the weather is cold with your gas, with your oven, just use gas appliances only as recommended. Now, whatever appliances you have, always keep them in check. Always call your utility company to come check them up to be sure they are in good shape, and do not try to use any gas appliance it has not been repaired, has been bad, and then has not been repaired. Don't try to fix things yourself. Just follow instructions and notify your utility company to come check up your appliances to be sure they are in shape. Now, for your chimneys and your vents, always clean them. Don't let, because it could be blocked by debris, and that keeps the gas from within, accommodates it instead of allowing it to pass through. So always clean your chimney, and always keep your gas appliances well vented to allow the gas to leave the appliance. And also, please do not have your generator close to you, but keep your generators out. It's better you don't only keep your generators running in your garage or any enclosed area. And also, your generators should be not less than 20 feet away from your windows and your doors. Okay, let's talk about the solvent methylene chloride, always present in paint and varnish removers. Please use PPEs, use appropriate personal protective equipment whenever you need to work on paint, because this when inhaled breaks down to give carbon monoxide. So please, you need to stay protected. And also, when one harm has been done, when carbon monoxide, when a fire has when anything has gone wrong, please ensure to repair before going back to use it.
All right.
Okay, so please be cautious in all you do. Use solvents with caution. Use gas appliances according as the manual recommends. Please just stay cautious to avoid all of these problems. Okay, that's all for today. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.